Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. We're going to go ahead and get started and jump right into it. The first thing that I'm going to do is clip back my hair so my hair doesn't get in the way while I'm doing my makeup. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to start with, as always, are my brows. I am using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in soft brown. I will go ahead and link my brow tutorial below. It has how I maintain my brows and then also how I fill in my brows. Next, I am priming my lids. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, just the original. I am still using the samples that I got from my Naked 3 palette. They really have lasted quite a while. So just taking that and putting it all over my lid. Jumping right into the Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, I am grabbing the color Optimistic. And I am taking an E25 blending brush. This is from Sigma. And I'm just packing that brush, and I'm going to be starting on the outer corner there and just kind of packing it on and then windshield wiper motioning it towards the inner corner. And I apologize about the lighting in the background. I'm still trying to find the best place to film, and I'm still struggling with that. But just really trying to blend this color out. I really struggled with blending this first color, and I wasn't sure if it was the primer, the brush, or just the color itself, but I really had to work to blend this color out. Next, I'm going to be taking the Sigma E40 blending brush and just once again blending that color out, making sure to stay out of the lid. Next, I am taking the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo. This is inked in pink, a really pretty baby kind of metallic-y pink, and I'm just going to be taking that on a clean finger and placing it all over my lid. Going back into the palette, I'm going to be taking the color Oyster Sand on an E55 short shading brush and just packing that all over where we placed the Maybelline color tattoo. This color came out to be a little bit more of a blue iridescent pink, and you'll see later that I'm going to use a different color because it just didn't really go with the other warm colors that I used. Going back to the E25 brush, I'm just going to be blending those two colors together. As you can see, there's no additional product. I just want to make sure that I'm blending everything out, and you'll see throughout the video that I will go back and forth between blending and then packing on the color. Taking the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush, I'm just once again blending everything out with no product on the brush. Next, going in with the Sigma E45 brush. I absolutely love this brush, especially for hooded eyes. I'm going back with that color Optimistic, and I'm just going to be once again placing it all in the crease and really darkening up that crease. Next, I'm going into the Vice 2 palette with the color Rewind. You can use any matte soft brown, and I'm just going to be continuing to darken up that crease, and this will work as a very nice transition color. Going back to the Sigma E45 brush, I am taking the color Russet. It's the really, really pretty dark maroon color, and I'm just putting that on the outer corners. As you can see, it's very pigmented, so you don't want to bring up a whole lot with your brush right away. But I'm just going to be slowly drawing that inwards and really staying on the outer corners. Once you have the color russet placed where you want it, go ahead and take the E25 brush and blend everything in. Next, I'm just taking some makeup remover wipes. These are the Maybelline makeup remover wipes. I really like these. As you can see, the pink color is just kind of everywhere, and this is why I really wait to put on my foundation until I'm done with my eyes, because then you can kind of control where all the product is. So I'm just going back in right now and really blending everything out and then removing whatever makeup I don't want there. Next, I am taking the E70 Small Angled Brush by Sigma and going in with the color Sugar Milk. It's just a really pretty cream color there, and I'm going to be using that as my highlight. So I'm just packing that on the brush, and I'm going to be placing it right underneath the brow and then also on the inner corners. Now I'm going to be taking the Makeup Geek brush. This is their small outer V brush. I think this only retails for about $5.99, and I love this brush for using it out on the outer V there. And I'm going in with a matte black. This is from the Lorac Pro palette, but any matte black color will work. And as you can see, I'm just making that V that's on the corner of my eye there, going on the top lash line and then also the bottom lash line, and just really building the intensity in the outer corner. Next, I'm just going in with the E25 brush and really just blending everything out. And as you can see, I'm going to be going back and doing this same pecking on the black and then blending it out, pecking on the black and then blending it out. And don't mind me as I talk to my husband. Now, because I want the lid very, very light colored, I'm going back with that oyster sand and really packing it on the lid, staying out of the crease. But I've kind of decided that I didn't like this color. It turned out to be a very bluish iridescent pink, so I'm taking the color light pink from the Lorac Pro palette. Any soft matte baby pink will work here. I just really wanted it to be very, very light here on the lid. Once again, I am blending everything out with the E25 brush. Going back in with the I think it's the E55 brush, I'm going to be mixing the colors Optimistic and Russet to really pink up that corner there. As you can see, I'm going to be going over the black and just once again working it inwards. With this look, you can really choose to go as dark as you want here. And as you can see, I'm taking that black once again and just tapping a little bit out there on the inner V. And then I'm going to be blending it out once again. Next, I am taking the Eyeko Skinny Liquid Eyeliner, and I'm going to be keeping it pretty thin on top. I do think a black eyeliner on top brings the whole look together, and it really makes your eyelashes look even thicker. And I'm going to be taking it out and winging it as well. If you've watched my other videos, you know that I like taking a matte black eyeshadow and going over that. I think it really just smooths everything out and then takes out all the imperfections, and then it even makes it even blacker. So I'm just going over that with a angled brush. Any angled brush and matte black eyeshadow will work for this. Okay, I'm going to be taking a break from the eyes for a second and going in with the L'Oreal Revitalift Miracle Blur. This is going to be used as my primer, and I'm just going to be starting in my T-zone and then blending it outwards with my fingers. While I kind of let this sit, I'm just going to be taking an angled brush with the matte black and then just putting it on the outer half there. I'm not going to be bringing it all the way in. It tends to make my eyes look a little bit smaller, so just taking that matte black and keeping it on the outer corner. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Revlon 24-Hour Colorstay Whipped Foundation. I really like this foundation. It's really good for a drugstore. And I'm going to be taking that with an an F80 flat top kabuki brush. This is my go-to brush for all of my foundations, and I'm just going to be working that and blending it into my skin. Next, I am taking the N Cosmetics. This is their Duo highlighter and bronzer. I really like the bronzer stick a lot. It's kind of a cooler brown, and I'm just going to be contouring with that. And then I'm going to be taking the F80, the same one that I did my foundation with, and blending that out. Next, I'm taking my all-time favorite concealer. This is the Hard Candy Glamoflauge, and I'm taking that with an F86 flat top kabuki brush. Or I don't think it's flat top, but it's a flat kabuki brush. And I'm just going to be putting that all in the triangle under my eye there and then really blending it out. I love this brush for blending out concealer. It works like a little charm. To set that concealer, I'm going to be taking the Makeup Forever HD powder. This is a loose powder, and I'm going to be taking that with the Real Techniques contour brush, as you can see here, and I'm just going to be setting that and really just packing it on instead of swiping it. This is the only powder I've really found thus far that doesn't tend to make me look super powdery or crease up. Next, I'm taking the E.L.F. This is their bronzer blush duo. It's supposed to be a really good dupe for the Nars Oragasm and Laguna, and as you can see, it's pretty pigmented. And I'm just taking that on the bedhead, I think it's called the Heaven brush, and I'm just going to contour wherever we put the N Cosmetics duo bronzer and highlighter. I am then taking the Real Techniques foundation brush, and as you can see, it's just super pigmented with that same bronzer. I think it's in St. Lucia. Yeah, maybe St. Lucia. And I'm just going to be blending it out now with the F84 Flat Top Kabuki brush. Now I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blush. This is in Fresh Pink, and I'm going to be taking a Real Techniques, this is their Stippling brush, and really just pushing that into my cheeks and working it backwards. I really like the cream blushes because I'm more dry, so it kind of works to adhere the blush as well. And I'm now taking Nars Orgasm on the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I didn't show it because it is all like broken. I need to fix it really bad. And I'm just going to be working that in and blending it out backwards. Next, taking the Nars, this is Albatross, and this is the Sephora Fan Brush, and I'm going to just be highlighting my face. I was definitely running out of time, so I didn't have time to curl my lashes here because I was going out to eat at dinner, but I am taking the L'Oreal, this is their Butterfly Mascara. I really like this mascara. Make sure you try it out. And I'm just coating the top and bottom lashes. For lips, I'm going to be taking NYX. This is in Paris. I really love pink eyeshadow, pink blush, and pink lipstick all together. It's like the one color you can get away with doing all three on, and I think it just really pulls everything together. Now for the fun part. I did pick up some Sephora glitter liners, and I'm going to be taking the one, I think they came out in their holiday edition, but I'm just going to be taking the darkest one. It's kind of a dark gray graphite color, and just going right over the top of where we placed our eyeliner. And I know you can probably get these from NYX at Ulta as well, but it just really makes the eyes sparkle, and I think it's just really pretty and romantic. Now I am back with my hair done, and I'm just going to be taking this Revlon Colorstay lip gloss. This is in Pink Ice. It's just kind of a baby pink, but it has some glittery shimmeries in there, and I'm just going to be placing that right over Paris. And this is it for my Valentine's Day look. I hope that you guys all enjoyed it. And if you have any requests, questions, comments, or concerns, you can go ahead and comment down below. I am on Instagram and Facebook and Pinterest as well under the same name, J Makes Space. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.